Hi everyone, it's Darla Lucian. Welcome to my channel, Darla Lucian Studios. I am so glad you decided to join us today. We are going to have a fun Friday. I bet you can already tell what we are up to today. Somebody very special to me got a mermaid journal for Christmas, and she has joined us today as a guest artist in residence here. Want to say hi?
Hi.
It's Rachel Lucian. All right, so what we're going to do for Fun Friday is we're going to work on a really fun journal, and we're both going to work on it together, and you'll hear how we kind of plan together too. We actually work pretty good as a team. But before we get going, I just want to ask you to just smash the like button. It's really, really helpful. Definitely comment. Have you ever made a mermaid journal? What about collaging things? Have you done stuff like that? I'm curious to know. And subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. When I do, I am going to do a giveaway, and I really, really need your help to get there. So hit the bell, subscribe, and we can get there together. Share. Please share with other people who are crafty or need a little inspiration to start their day off right, or end their day off right. I guess depends on when you're watching the video. All right, let's get going. Before we get going, Rachel wanted to explain how she made these mermaids, because these are made out of magazine pages.
So to start off, all this, I'm pretty sure this was the paper. This was paper.
That was scrapbook paper, that's right.
Yeah.
But the rest is all magazine bits.
This is magazine, that, a little bit of that too. So I made this one here first.
Let's push them up so that they can see them better, right? Because they won't be able to see the tail down there.
Oh yeah. So this part here is the head, and for a starter,
you can show the other side. And it goes down all the way to past the knees. Is how that piece was.
So she had legs because she didn't start off as a mermaid. So I cut her, and if you see here, I don't know if you can see it well, but here there's like a little handle, and that was a paintbrush handle.
Oh yeah, because she was from a paint ad.
She was painting a wall like mermaid scales, and it looks so cool. But I cut her out all over. Kind of did a few tweaks here and there, and it finally got her arm the right size. And then I moved this because there was like a little lump here because her arm was like,
yeah, they can't see.
But then I made the tail out of a different magazine.
That was from a quilting magazine, and you can see the stitching is perfect for a mermaid tail, isn't it?
Oh, yes. And then here, I forget which part here was.
This is from, move it up. Can we move it up so they can see? So this part here was just little bits and pieces from a travel magazine, hit the ocean, you know, that kind of thing. This is actually ocean water. And so that turned out quite well. And so then this mermaid was made the same way. All right, so we're going to show you a little bit about this journal. So this is the journal that I made her, and check this out. This is sequins that change color depending which direction they go. And this was made out of a gift bag, and so it goes around to the back. And then this was part of Rachel's favorite skirt from when she was little. She wore it until it was so small it was practically a belt, and so we wanted to do something to keep a memory of that one. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to work in here, and while she's doing that, I'm just going to trim up some of this stuff. But
oh, I'm so excited to see that.
Yeah, it'll be really good. All right, so we have some plans here, as you can see.
Yep.
We did some fussy cutting. Oh yeah, here's where the fins came from, the Get Lost at Sea.
There's my magical cutting.
Yes, you're doing really good with fussy cutting. I wish I could fussy cut as good as that.
And I was thinking maybe like putting it here.
Yeah, I like that.
Where's the glue? Magic. Mama's magic.
Okay, so I'm going to use this blade. And here, Rachel, let me give you
so that I don't put it on the table.
Give you a couple of sheets of the, just keep that handy there. So I'm using this EK Success blade. It's called from Cutterbee. And is everything good?
You can only see up to here.
Yeah. And so I'm just going to trim a little bit of the excess under the arm here because it was tricky to cut in here with the scissors, as you can imagine. just going to get the little fine points here. I wouldn't have done this well just with a pair of scissors.
What? Oh yeah, that was
wouldn't
very
have
hard.
been easy at all, I don't think. No.
No, yeah, that wouldn't work.
All right, so I'm just taking off some of the shaving.
So I was thinking like that.
Yeah, it's your journal. You put it in how you like.
Oh yeah, I like it like that.
Yeah, I do too.
If you guys like it, I'm very happy.
Hit like if you like it.
Yes. Only if you want to.
That's right. Okay.
It's like he had no mouth for a second.
Oops, what happened there?
That's like Vaden.
He needs to be able to blow bubbles.
Yes.
All right.
Got it.
I am.
Oh, you're doing so good.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to be really careful here.
I wouldn't be able to do that with a pair of scissors.
No, I couldn't either, right? Getting in here into these really tight corners on the inside is tricky. So I'm just kind of taking a little layer by a little layer because I'm afraid of cutting too much. I should put my glasses on for this. This old lady needs glasses sometimes.
Oh no.
We're actually filming at night, so my eyes are a little bit tired from looking at a screen all day.
And I also have glasses.
She has glasses all the time.
Comment if you have glasses.
Comment if you have glasses, exactly.
I really like that.
There.
I really like that there's a butterfly there.
Crap. I took a little too much there. Oops. Let's just try to smooth that out a bit.
Wow, that's actually turned out very good.
Thanks.
How sharp is that knife?
Really sharp. It's like it's good to stab your own fingers with if you're not careful.
Oh man.
Okay. So I'm just getting some different sides here of this. Sorry, I'm taking longer than I meant to.
It's okay. I love how you have like this whole thing of like a big book. And if you just like stab in the book, you won't really care because it doesn't go hit your table.
Yeah, this whole book page thing works really good as a cutting pad, or I use it if I'm setting eyelets or pounding holes to. Oh, that piece came out perfect.
The reason I chose this here
There.
is because it's a fish thing, but also I love fish. And it was the perfect spot because, like, you see the background, it makes it pop out because it has green in it.
Yeah, it does pop really nicely. I did notice that. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with how that arm is looking.
Yeah, that looks super good.
All right, so we're going to just leave her off to the side, and I'm going to put this away. All right, so we wanted to make a gusseted pocket for the front page.
Yes.
And Rachel's never made a gusseted pocket before, so we're going to show her how to do that. So, I have my little slicer and dicer under there.
Underneath my knee.
Underneath by your knees. I know, this is normally just a one-person workplace, so I'm sorry if it feels a little bit like
It doesn't feel too cluttered when I'm by the wall. Because I can have an elbow room all the way up to here.
Okay, so with the gusseted pocket,
You bend it.
you bend it.
I watched you do it, but I never done it myself. I think
Okay,
I tried
I'm just double
to
checking
once.
to make sure that this is even. It isn't, so.
Oh boy.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to shove this out of the way. Can we move the book over a little bit because I want this flat? Okay. Just a little. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my slicer, but I'm going to use it with a embossing tool. So this is just going to make it easy to fold it on a straight line, and I'm just following where the blade goes through. You can hear it's kind of cutting the paper just a little, but it's very thick. This is
Oh, it's that embossing
like
tool.
yeah, it's like cardstock kind of, but almost thicker than cardstock. It feels like, and so it makes it easier to fold it. So now you see the line there. So now it'll be easy to just fold at that line. Oh goodness, it cut. That didn't work at all.
Oh.
Let's try that a second time.
I think you...
And I am going to not push as hard, and I'm going to do it on the back side.
Oh boy.
We're going to try again. If first you don't succeed, try again.
Take 2.
Take 2. Okay, I'm not pushing down as hard, and on the back it doesn't seem to cut through as much.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, all right.
Hopefully.
So
is take 2 charm?
Take 2 is the charm. Look at that. So it all bends really nicely along one straight line. So it's very, very hard to fold cardstock evenly without getting kind of weird stuff happening. So that's going to be great. So now we're going to go ahead and make lines here, here, and here, and then we'll show you what happens next. Here we go.
I'm so happy how this turned out, though.
How deep is that? About to there, let's see. Oops,
I was wondering if I could show them the other mermaid, since they're doing...
Sure, while I'm doing this, why don't you talk about that one?
So what I did here was, this was a...
You need to get your arms way up.
Sorry.
There you go.
Right here is the other mermaid I made. She was so pretty. She actually had her weird arm kind of like this, but like longer away. And
she was a little weird looking.
I call it. She had a turtle in her arm. I don't know why I didn't keep it, but she looks better this way now. But if you probably won't be able to see it because I hit it really well. But here was her turtle's arm, and I kind of cut off her like dress. I don't even know if that's a dress, but I think it is.
Yeah, it was a dress.
And then I glued it here, and you can't even see it because I cutted it here. Cut, sorry. I keep saying cutted. And then I cut here to get off her whole arm. So on the front, there's this big woman that looked so pretty. And she had some skin that I accidentally cut off on the other side. So I used it here for like, the other arm. So if I flip it, you won't be able to see it because I added some hard stuff so that this will not be so floppy, but it still is a little bit. But then I added some pencil to kind of like color with the same size of the arm and stuff. And her hair is so poofy that I had to cut it down a little bit. Then at the tail, oops, sorry, bumped you.
I'm good.
And I used paper for this part here.
Scrapbooking paper, yeah.
I made it the right size and everything, so then I glued it at the back. Then I placed these 2 fins from a magazine from a sky, and then I glued it at the back here, and I added some stiff paper to it so that it's not so floppy. And that's how I made this mermaid.
Alright, so you can see what I did here is I folded the 4, and then you saw me cut right to the corners of where those fold. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down, this is going to be our top right here. So I'm going to glue that down. Ooh, that's stiff. We're going to work that edge a little. Where is my embossing tool?
I was going to say, you're using your embossing tool?
Yeah, I like using that to... I don't have a bone folder. I would love to have one.
What's a bone folder?
It's a thing that you can use to flatten folds like this.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it works really great. All right, so actually, why did I put that away? Bring that back up. So this part is glued right down, and then these parts, we're not going to glue them to this part. We're going to actually put the glue on the blue side, and then that's what's going to stick to the page and make our pocket. 1, 2, 3 sides. Does that make sense? You'll see what we do in a minute. Okay, so for right now, I'm working the pocket down a little. That's going to look great. And we've already kind of chosen some of the embellishments that we want to put on top of this. So we're pretty happy about that. This is very shiny, and so because it's a pocket where there's going to be lots of stuff going in and out, I'm actually going to use tacky glue for this one.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Tacky glue, tacky.
Because I like using tacky glue, but I never really use it.
No, I don't usually let you use it too much. Mostly you do paper projects, paper to paper anyway. So you don't often have to use it. It's just when you have a slick surface like this, and especially one that's going to see, like it's a front pocket, so it's probably going to see more use than the back pocket. They'll see more use than the other ones in the book probably. All right, so I'm holding it by the edge that was glued already, and we're going to put it down right where we want our pocket to be. Okay. Now because we have cut it down a little because we lost that one edge, we're going to have to change our embellishment a little bit, but that's okay. So I just right now need to hold it for a second. Tacky glue is very forgiving if you place it in the wrong way. You can lift it up and reposition, but that also means that you have to hold it for a second for it to tack down.
Also, I was saying that when Mama used tacky glue, I swear I get into the zone of crafting. I'm not even kidding.
All right, so now we're going to have another lovely scrap. So we're not going to get the sand in this one after all. But that looks pretty great. And we have this really, really cute, I don't know if you can see, but it's so pretty. It's got little mermaids on. And so we're going to do something like that. So I'm actually going to trim this up just a little. And I'm going to use, I wanted to show the ripped edge though, but if you like that better, we'll position it in 2 places and you can see which one you like the best. That's the reason I was positioning it lower, was to see the torn edge. But if you like it better at the top, we'll put it at the top.
I felt like maybe a little bit like that.
Oh, okay, like move the whole thing up. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Yeah, like that.
So do we like that?
Yeah.
That's our deal? I like how that looks. I think that looks great. All right, so I always use fabric scissors for the ribbon. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use tacky glue to glue these things down too, because they're shiny and fabric. Both of those are good reasons to use tacky glue.
I'll hold this page.
Thank you. All right. You're definitely getting some really great magazine images in this one. We have found so many little fish things, and it's been fun looking for stuff. And it's amazing the things that you get popping up. Like this one here, this fish was from a quilting magazine.
Yep.
And I mean, who would look for Mermaid Journal items in a quilting magazine? But I just happened to be flipping through it and saw it.
And saw the cute fish. I'm so glad you saw it because this looks so good together.
Perfect there. I mean, it was a perfect fit. We're still probably going to put a label there, but maybe not this video. Maybe a different video.
Yeah, I was thinking, because if you look at the time now...
Oh yeah, we're cruising right along, aren't we, with all our explanations and things.
We should better get going.
We better get going, is right. Taking too long. We might not get as many pages as we thought we could.
Yeah.
We have enough to do for like 9 or some pages, but we don't have to do them all in this video.
No, we could probably do maybe 2 videos today.
No, not today.
Oh,
Just
man.
about bedtime. I know. But, it's too much fun. All right, you want to help to push that down? Just go like this and go all the way across. There we go. Okay, now let's put your hands on like that and hold it in place. Yeah, right like that.
That feels weird.
It's kind of wet coming through the ribbon, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're not going to use this pocket today. We're going to let it tack up, but I mean, it's going to be a place for us to load some of the stuff that we're going to use for our ideas, which is going to be great. All right, let's check it out. Let's see if it's doing good. All right, I think that's going to be good. All right, let's move to the next page, Rachel.
I want to do these.
Yes.
So here I have, if you don't know, which you probably don't, I have a pet that's a beta. These are betas. And his name is Moonbeam.
And what color is he?
He's blue, and he shines different colors.
Yeah, he shines to teal. Teal highlights. He's beautiful.
Teal highlights. But he got sick recently, and he's doing better now. But I want to have this page to remind me of Moonbeam. He's still here today, but...
Yeah, to talk about Moonbeam. You want to
talk about.
All right, so we had some different pieces that she was going to put together, and we're going to put a little bit of ribbon hanging over the edge on this one, was the idea.
I was thinking, like, move
What,
that
like
a little bit that way, this way.
Okay.
And then put that like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to need to trim. We're going to need to trim this one.
Yeah.
And this one. But this ribbon is both the right size.
You got the scissors?
No, we don't trim with the scissors right away. The first thing we do is line up our papers to the top here. We're going to glue to the top of this one, right? So then we're going to use a pencil and mark down here. And we're going to do the same thing over on this side, right? Because we're going to need to mark it about there. We're going to have to cut that part off.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, let's take this off. And then this one comes down, and we're using this whole sheet, this whole width.
Yep.
So we aren't cutting it that way, but we're going to cut it this way.
Yep.
Okay. So now that we have our marks, we move the book to the side.
I don't use just a little bit.
Okay, and I'll move my book out of the way. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to find where our mark is, right there. And we're just going to use the slicer and dicer because that'll give us a nice straight edge. And so I'm going to go, I always go just a little on the inside of the mark so we're not going to see the mark on our page. So you can glue that one right into place. There's your glue.
Woo!
So there's your glue papers. Bring them in like this so that you don't glue all over. There you go. Okay, and I will slice and dice this other one for you while you're working on that one. And that one coming to an end?
Yep, that one is almost done here.
Oh yeah, I can hear it scraping. Let me see if I can find another one.
Yeah, this one's almost done now.
Well, there's this
it's
other old one that
all
you can
the
use.
crafting we've been doing.
Yeah, exactly. This one's getting old too, but there's still lots left on there. See?
Switcheroo-to-doo.
Ooh, yeah, it's popping right out. The last thing I want to do is pop an end of glue into my coffee. How gross would that be?
Ew! I don't even drink coffee and I know that would be disgusting.
Oh, you're such a good audience.
I know.
Okay, did that get in there? I don't know.
Okay, now, hopefully this will work.
I was trying to put it away, but it's not wanting to help.
This does not want to help me.
Oh yes, lining it up can be tricky.
But not too tricky when you get the hang of it.
Hmm.
Yay.
Did you get it in?
Yes.
All right, so the next piece we need to put on is this one because the other one's going to lay on top, right?
This one using tacky glue?
Yeah, we'll use tacky glue on this one. And I am going to trim this just a little bit on the bottom there because it wasn't quite as good as I thought. With all the other stuff, all the clutter there, it was hard to tell that it wasn't quite as nice as we thought. All right, so that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put the tacky glue on, and then you
get to hold it.
You can glue it on. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, let's lift that page up. Put it down.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There we go.
I was about to say, if you get glue on the other side, I think they might glue together.
Yeah, let's not do that, right? I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking that's
I literally-
probably the opposite of what we want.
I literally used that paper so that I glued the edges so that I didn't glue all over here.
All right. I'll hold the book. You put your ribbon down.
Oops.
And remember that you have opportunity to reposition it and then press it down firmly, right? Like that. Run your fingers along and then hold it in place for just a minute. Yeah, there we go. All right. Next up, let's see how this looks from how I cut it first before we glue it down, just to make sure that it's all good. Oh, and now we need that piece back. The nice thing about this is that if we didn't have the piece quite in the right spot, we can always add a piece later. So we'll do that. We'll add this piece in after we glue this down.
Okay.
Okay, no need to cut it 2 more times. We'll just cut it 1 more time.
Just gonna glue the middle.
Okay, and then glue this upper piece up here on this page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Literally
very sticky.
Crafting literally uses up all our glue in one day. Almost one whole glue thing.
All right. I think that's probably going to work. Rachel. Give her a go.
Give her swirly whirly.
I'll hold this part down. Okay, so you might want to come back this way a little bit because I see a white crack. So let's just grab it before it sticks down. Okay, and let's just move it over just a little. Is that going to be good?
Yep.
Okay. Now over here, How much do we need?
Probably like a little snippy snip.
Well, let's try a little snippy snip.
Just don't cut it off too much.
I'm going to cut off just a little. No, let's measure it first. Okay, I still need to cut off a little more. There we go.
It's gonna kill the cake, Mom.
I need the hairiest amount, like the hairiest thin hair.
Oh boy.
Alright, try it now.
And she screws it up.
Yeah, would not suck. But, you know, we could always piece it back together if we had to.
Mr. O'Hare.
What do we think? Okay, kind of line it up so it goes up a little. There you go. Who can tell?
Woohoo!
I'm not going to tell. You're not going to tell. We're not going to tell. Well, that turned out really great. And then look at this side. Now this beautiful purple is showing right beside this fish.
That makes it look nice.
That really looks pretty. All right. Next page that we were going to work on was this one.
So I had this amazing idea. Put this here, but put the crab here. So here's going to be really quick. I cut this guy and that guy myself. Beautiful.
Yes, your fussy cutting is something to be envied for sure.
So
let's bring the seaweed over first. That's the part that goes down first.
Yep.
Tacky glue, of course. She did all this fussy cutting, so I am going to just do putting the glue on, and she's going to do the sticking down part.
Woohoo! I'm in the video, and I'm actually doing lots of stuff.
Yeah, well, she did a lot of prep work for this journal, for the little bits that we're adding. Okay.
I don't even know how I'm going to grab it.
It's tricky.
Well, I'm just going to grab it.
It's gonna get you sticky, yeah. I will hold the book down.
Boy.
You can curve the page and get it away from you. Well, that one's just about ready to be turned into a journal card. Now, remember that you have your crab to fit on the bottom, too. So is that going to be in the right spot? Is that where you want it, or you want it a little higher? Okay. So while she's working on that, I'm just going to quickly take this one page and turn it into a base for a journal card. So I use the inside of book pages as like glue books sometimes. So not glue books, but like glue pads. So what I just do is I'm just going to double it up here.
Okay, ready for the next one.
Sure you are. Just give me a second. And then I'll turn this into a journaling card or a pocket or something. It's all ready to go. So that just goes over there.
That looks pretty.
That does look amazing.
Like
I love how it stands out against the dark blue, don't you?
Yes. The top looks beautiful. Just beautiful with the nice blue. And if you think that you can feel this, you can just, I think you swipe. No, you can't even feel this at all.
It looks like you should be able to.
It looks like you should be able to, but I promise you that's probably printed with it.
Yep, it is. All right, here, do you want to catch the edge of that?
Yeah. And then this little guy is going to go right
in the corner.
Yep.
Perfect.
Right where he belongs, and he always will.
Put your... That's... Sorry, little guy. Crushing the crab.
Yeah, it's like you crushed.
Now you know why he's so crabby. Yuck, yuck, yuck it up, hey? Okay.
You crushed the little crab.
Looking good, looking good. Where's the next page that we were going to work on? Let's see.
It's not that page.
Oh, here, this pocket.
Here it is.
All right, so this is paper to paper. So you can glue this onto here.
What, just normal glue?
With glue stick.
I'll do it down here.
All right, I'll move this out of the way so you can move it in front of everybody.
Gluing is actually a beautiful thing because you can add stuff.
Yes, you can get all kinds of layers happening.
We're having too much fun here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, got it all nice and gluey.
All right, so now we need to line it up on there.
Oh boy.
Match the corner here. That's the corner
that.
No, up just a little and
that.
over just a little so that you see a little border around the edge. That's how I cut it.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Perfect.
Erin's holding her breath.
So this page is kind of a pearlescent shiny page. So to glue this down as a pocket, we're going to glue it on two sides, here and here. on the back, obviously. But we're going to use tacky glue because, of course, it's shiny. And you know what that means. Tacky glue.
Yay!
All right.
Yay! You don't see my face right now, but it's happy.
So we're just going to put a little bit of glue down here. And this is going to be a pocket to tuck tags or other little treasures. Rachel loves to draw, so I think we might tuck some drawings of hers in here, right?
Yay.
There's all different kinds of things that she might want to store. All right, go ahead.
My brother drew an angelfish one time, and it looks so good. Did I put it like at the very corner?
No, let's let a little bit of the pearl show. Yeah, like that. There we go. All right, so now we need to push down on both. I'll push down on this corner while you got that one. It's like we're giving a high five, but we accidentally missed. Oh, you got me. All right.
Whoa, it bounced.
It did bounce. Okay, so that's looking great, and then that one will stay. Okay, then on this side, we were thinking of turning this little floppy bit into a pocket, but I think we need to cut off just a tiniest little bit.
Yes, but how are we going to do that since it's sewn in?
It's already sewn in, but you know what? It's the edge, so it's actually not that hard.
The reason behind this that I say we should probably do a pocket, I forget if you said, you said yes. But the reason I said maybe to my mom was because I liked it the way it was too, but I thought it would also look pretty if it was a pocket, because then you could put stuff in it. And, oh my gosh, Mom, it's like you're a fisher girl now because you just chopped the fish.
I just chopped his tail. Sorry, Mr. Fish. I hope that you didn't feel that.
Okay. You think you wouldn't?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over this way, and I'm going to put glue here and here, so at the top is going to be the pocket, but I'm a little concerned about, you know, the going in and the going out of that pocket. You remember that page of that we just doubled over? We're going to take off a piece and put it on here to reinforce the top.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get you to slide the book over so they can see what I'm doing.
Zoop. And
all right.
Before this, you might not know this, but these dots all over, they feel so fuzzy.
Yeah, it's
and
flopped.
so do the lines. Here it's not fuzzy, but here, oh yeah, it's heaven.
All right, so we're just going to prep this here. Then I just had another thought, Rachel.
Yep.
Which was, what if we put some tape over the edge, some washi tape? That was another thought I had. All right, so we need to just trim that little bit off there.
Nice.
Okay. That was pretty close to the right size, wasn't it?
Oh yes.
I don't know. I'm thinking to just make that edge go a little better, but you know what? That's actually pretty good. All right, you know what? We're going to just go with it the way it is. I think that's going to work. All right, so 2 sides for the glue.
I'll hold it down this way.
Thank you. This is coordination.
Oh yes, teamwork has to make the dream work. Has to.
Has to, yeah. All right, coming around the mountain when
So
she
then
comes.
I just flip it in.
Yeah, and it should, hypothetically, stick. But I'm going to use lots of glue because of the flocking, which has got layers and textures, and I don't know how it's going to stick. So, okay.
Flip?
Yep, and the flip. Oh, it's
boy.
sticking on that one.
Drum roll.
Okay, so you go from the spine and push it out. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I love how that looks. Doesn't that look gorgeous, huh?
Oh boy, I'm a little bit nervous to see how it'll work out.
Our glue is getting a little gobby. Let's see if we can get that back on
It's
there.
gobby. It's like that.
Gooby gobbers.
It was like the Sharpie thing.
Oh.
Sharpie thing with the big blob on.
Yeah, that was a very
Okay,
sad.
drum roll. Do you have a little piece of paper?
We can always try tucking this little scrap from doing our pocket at the front. So like that. That's going to work great. Okay.
Yay, I'm so happy.
I think we have time to do maybe 2 more.
Oh man.
All right, so this one was from Carlton Cards. And so we're going to put a little bit of coffee dye paper on the back.
I don't know where that is.
And I will grab that. And we're going to put tacky glue on this. And this is actually vellum, so we're going to actually be able to see our little fish through when we put the tag in, or actually it's a journaling card, I guess. While I'm doing that to get the to get the backing, I'm going to get you to round the corners, okay?
Oh boy.
I have to use 2 fingers sometimes, or you can use the table to push it.
Yeah, I'm going to use the table to push.
Okay, make sure that you're doing it where they can see. And I am going to get the, what did I say? Coffee dyed paper.
Oh boy.
Actually, it looks like the tea dyed paper on top. So
I'm not
that's what
doing
I'm
anything
grabbing.
to this.
Is it going through it all?
I'm doing the crappiest job.
Aw, you don't got no muscles. What's wrong? No muscles.
Probably
for
because
you?
they got sore because of my shots.
Oh, that's a way too long ago.
Oh, I can't
Poor
use that
baby
excuse.
Rachel. Poor baby Rachel.
Crap, I can't use that excuse anymore.
No, that's for sure. That excuse is done like dinner. All right, so this is trash.
My eczema's still quite red, and it's on my hands.
All right, let's use this side. I like this side. So we're gonna just use the card. Grab the pencil.
Well, I can't. Haha, I found it.
Thank you. So we're gonna use the card to make the measurements. So we're gonna need to go here and here. All right, slicer and dicer away.
Oh, I was gonna say, what are you doing? And then I realized, oh, you're measuring for the coffee dyed stuff. I couldn't even get that.
Yeah, so we'll be able to draw or to either draw or write special notes on here, which is why it's going to be great.
I found the fishies kind of funny looking.
They're so funny looking. It's right. They're so cute. They're
This one-
homely and cute.
This one almost looks like he has a beard, in a sense.
That's a funny thought.
But it's just the
I'm
scales.
putting this over here out of our way. Good thing we have the extra space over there. With the two of us, our elbows are getting at each other a bit.
Oh, bam!
Okay, this is really cute too.
I like that.
You know what?
What if we were like
What if we made it
a pop-up?
like a fold?
So,
How do we do this?
so remember that one
what if
time
we did it this way instead? Because going in and out of the pocket, it's not going to do well being down. Or we could do it sideways.
I kind of
Do we like sideways or do we like it this way?
I like sideways.
So it's more like a book.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is shiny. So what does that mean? Tacky glue.
Glue, glue.
All right, and we want it to open like a book, so that means I have to glue on this side. All right. So I'm gonna glue this. Oh, we're getting glue goobers
Uh-oh.
on the tacky glue now.
When I look in front, I feel like there's a big wall.
That's because there is a big wall. It's a wall there.
It's just a wall of stuff.
Well, books and things. Yeah. All right.
I usually just watch YouTube videos.
I know. Okay, do you want to try placing that in position?
Oh boy. It's like everyone's like going to be watching me and they're like, why did you place it in the wrong spot?
Put it up there so they can see what you're doing.
Everyone's
There you go.
holding their breath.
I'm holding my breath.
Yeah, you were literally not talking. I was like,
Perfect, though. You've got a good eye for these things. All right, so we're not going to need this. So I'm just going to get that out of our way and out of our elbows.
nah.
Does it work?
Yep.
Perfect. So we need to make the pocket for that to go in, which is this little guy.
So we are technically doing one, but I quite like it like this. Then when you look at this size, three
So
little
cute.
fishes.
Oh yeah, we were going to put something over that three little fishes thing. Well, we can still upgrade that card after in another video.
Yeah.
Anything that we do in this journal will probably also show you, give you a little flip through of what we did if we did anything off camera. But this is just a fun little project for us to work on together. And hey, who doesn't love mermaids? Yep, I see the time. I guess this is going to be our last page, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for making me aware of that, Rachel. Do you want to slide the book in to the view?
I just they might not watch the whole video. That'd be kind of sad.
That would be sad if they didn't watch to the end. I agree. You guys have to watch to the end, you know? Thank you for watching this long.
Actually, yeah.
All right. Do you want to hold the one side down? Okay.
It's like we missed our high five again.
We missed our high five again.
Oh, crap. We missed.
Exactly. Ah, nuts. Well, this has been fun.
Oh,
And
yes.
you have gotten out of going to bed early tonight.
Oh, but we've always gone to bed at 10 p.m. Letting y'all know.
All my secrets are out now. Hey,
Yep.
Rachel?
You
All
let
right,
us
so
go
we're
to
not-
bed late.
We're not going to take our hands off this one for a little while because the vellum likes to curl when it's wet. And so we don't want to do that. So I think we're going to say goodbye and thank you for watching. And we will catch you next Friday for another fabulous, fun Friday.
Bye.